Hi guys, this is Greg with Walnut Ridge RV of Memphis, Indiana. Today I want to show you something that I'm sure a lot of RV owners are familiar with that have dogs, maybe other pets. Your screen doors, depending on your animal of choice. Sometimes you get your screen doors that look like this after a few camping seasons because you want to have your screen door shut. And of course, we know how dogs are. They want to get out and enjoy the weather and the outside with you. So they rip your screen up. Now, replacing the screen is the same as you would do in your house. It's got a rubber bead. Screen is a few bucks from any hardware store. It's not hard to replace on your own. But there is something that you can buy to help prevent that. And whether you don't even have pets, kids, small toddlers, or whatnot, if you want to be able to keep not have your door closed all the time, but you don't want a little kid tumbling through and possibly ripping the screen out and going head first. You can look for something like this. These are Lippert LCI screen defenders, and I'm going to show you how to put one on. There are a few different sizes, so you'll want to know what size your LCI door is, and these are only made for LCI doors, which are installed on most of the trailers that you're going to see. If your door looks like this and it has the bottom protection with the half screen, it's more than likely Lippert. If it's fairly new, even this one's is pretty old, but if you look inside your door itself, there's a white sticker in here, and if you see a number like VOOO or RPO, it's made by Lippert. But what you'll look for is this one specifically here says somewhere 30 by 72. So it's 30 wide, 72 high. So when you go to get a screen for screen defender, there's 30-inch, 28, 29s, 27s, I believe, maybe 26, and you correspond it. That's 30 inches. So we got the 30-inch screen defender. So opening it up, they're real easy and real quick to install. You'll have a few things. You'll have the screen itself, and then you're going to have a few extra pieces that you will end up using. It just depends on the screen, and I'll show you what to do here in just 1 second. So you'll firstly want to get the actual screen defender out, and what I usually do is, if you look at it, you have spring back tabs here that lock it in place, and then you have stationary tabs at the bottom. On your screen door, you have two tracks on the sides. So you have one in the front, one in the back, and you will be using the back track, not the front one. So what you'll do is put the stationary stud on the bottom into one of the rear track, and then kind of upwards so you can get the back one up and into the back track on the other side, and then it'll go in like that. So now the bottom is locked in, and then your two top tabs, you can just pull those shut, slide those into your back slots again, and now what those extra pieces are for is for this gap here at the bottom. Now, in reality, you could probably leave it like this, but you don't want to. You want to install it the way it is, or the way it's supposed to be. So what you do is you'll lift that all the way up, and what comes in that box is a few different pieces. There's some screens that when it's all the way up, with the other piece, this may be, the smaller one may be the piece that you need, or specifically this bigger one, maybe. It could be this one paired with the other one. It's a mix and match, so you'll have to decide which one you need. We are going to be using these two here. So if I lift that all the way up, now this one has two screws right here that kind of block me from going all the way, but it'll still work. When you look at these two pieces, Obviously, you got a straight side and then a bottom lip. And that bottom lip here will face, or will sit on the back lip here, not here, but up on the back lip. So essentially, when it's in there the correct way, it's going to sit like this. And then this piece is what slides up onto the screen defender and locks the bottom half in place. So you have to put that on, put this on, and kind of decide, because these click in and you want to get it right usually the first time, so you don't have to keep undoing these and trying different pieces. So have somebody hold it up there for you, put this piece up there, and then match and see which piece actually will fit in there the best. So I know that this one's going to do it. So what I like to do is, instead of pushing this on and forcing it down and clicking it, locking it in like that, I like to slide it in. Now I know mine, since I've already test fitted it, is going to be at the very top of, not hard to show, all the way inserted. So I like to slide it on. It's a little tough doing it like this, but it prevents forcing it down. And these, if you do have to do it a few different times to get the height right, and you click it down on there, it's just plastic. It kind of opens the plastic and it won't hold as well. So I'm going to get it all the way to the edge so it's flush on both sides. And now that I've got the screen in there, I'll lift it up, and this track here is going to go in the bottom of the defender. And you can just get it underneath like that, and you want to push it up onto. Now this one, luckily, the screen's ripped out of it, so I can get back behind here and help push out a little bit while I force that into the groove. And then once it's up and it's tight in there, now granted the studs hold it in place on the sides, but this will hold it all the way through and keep it up. Plus it looks nice, so they're not too hard to install now that you've got it in there. I do recommend trying to limit slamming of your doors. They're not perfect. You can obviously see that it's kind of just pressure fit together. So repeated slamming, you may end up breaking these studs off. I haven't seen it yet, but it's only natural that could happen. So that's pretty much it. You may just have to use a few different styles than I did. The instructions are really good about explaining that whole process too, but these are a great option. Of course, we have them in our store. I believe they're around $79. So look at the sticker you have on your door. Come in here. We can get you the right screen. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you next week.